Prologue. The city had a pulse, its rhythm set by the ebb and flow of its inhabitants. But beneath its bustling surface, a darker beat pulsed, one fueled by secrets, lies, and a thirst for power. In the heart of this metropolis, amidst the towering skyscrapers and neon-lit streets, a tale of deception unfolded. Chapter 1. The accident detective Mark Lawson had seen his fair share of tragedy in his years on the force, but nothing could prepare him for the scene that awaited him on that rainy Tuesday night. It was just past midnight when the call came in. A fatal car accident on the outskirts of the city. As Lawson arrived at the scene, he was met with chaos. The mangled remains of two vehicles lay strewn across the road, their twisted metal frames illuminated by the flashing lights of emergency vehicles. But it was what lay beside the wreckage that caught Lawson's attention. A young woman, barely clinging to life. Rushing to her side, Lawson knelt beside her, his heart sinking as he took in the severity of her injuries. Her name was Emily, he learned later, a promising young journalist with a penchant for uncovering the truth. But as Lawson would soon discover, the truth was a dangerous game in this city. Chapter 2. The investigation begins. As Emily fought for her life in the ICU, Lawson delved into the circumstances surrounding the accident. It didn't take long for him to realize that this was no ordinary crash. There were too many inconsistencies, too many unanswered questions. The driver of the other vehicle, a wealthy businessman named William Sinclair, claimed it was an unfortunate accident, a simple case of bad timing. But Lawson wasn't convinced. There was something about Sinclair's demeanor, a coldness in his eyes that set off alarm bells in Lawson's mind. Digging deeper, Lawson uncovered a web of lies and deceit that stretched far beyond the crash. Sinclair was more than just a businessman. He was a kingpin, with ties to organized crime and a reputation for silencing anyone who dared to cross him. Chapter 3. The Truth Revealed. As Lawson pieced together the fragments of deception, he soon realized that Emily's accident was no accident at all. It was a deliberate act, orchestrated by Sinclair and his associates to silence her once and for all. But Emily was not one to go down without a fight. In a thrilling climax that spanned the city's seedy underbelly, Lawson and Emily joined forces to take down Sinclair and his criminal empire once and for all. It was a dangerous game, one where the stakes were high and the cost of failure was steep. But in the end, justice prevailed. Sinclair was brought to justice, his empire crumbling around him as the truth came to light. And though Emily's journey had been fraught with danger and despair, she emerged stronger than ever, a beacon of hope in a city shrouded in darkness. Epilogue. As the sun rose over the city skyline, Lawson stood at Emily's bedside, a sense of peace washing over him. The road had been long and treacherous, but they had emerged victorious in the end. And as they looked out at the city below, they knew that no matter what trials lay ahead, they would face them together, united in their quest for truth, justice, and the promise of a better tomorrow.